Here we go, folks. Hera versus Huang. He's back. Huang says hi. Hera says hi. It's a good little introduction here. And Hera is playing as Gujaras here. And we can see the revised Arabia version. And we're going to be able to see Gujaras here too. As Hera garrisons 6 sheep inside of his TC. And he ungarrisons some so he can keep his build rolling. Now he's using the sheep. But he's also getting income while he's not using them. So I think he's using this properly. He's not missing out on villager production, constant food income, but at the same time, he's getting a little bit extra from this mill, and I think that's the way people are going to play it. I don't think they're going to save it for the entire game here, especially when you're up against a player like Huang, where you need to get up at a decent time as Hera loses his Camel Scout over there. You need to get up at a decent time to start countering this kind of stuff, and Huang is going for Men-at-Arms build. He's now adding in archers. Looks like Hera's gone for an archer range, and he's going to be defending here with archers. They had a pause there, and Hera says, sorry, go. And now Huang is all over Hera's gold at the moment. Looks like idle TC time for Hera is still only 6 seconds, so Hera doing a very good job here, back after so many months and years and days and eons and millennia away from Age of Empires 2. Huang is walling up at home, and Huang is on the way to the Castle Age. Hera is 2 minutes behind this, and surprise, surprise, we have a forward siege workshop, forward stable build for Huang as Hera comes forward and loses his entire army on that gold. How is Hera going to counter this? It's going up to Castle Age, and he's going for a castle right away, and this is, oh, Jesus. This is a desperation castle for Hera. How many villagers are going to go down? So many vills dead for Hera. The Eco KD is 3-26 right now. My boy is at 17 villagers. The Gujaras are, it's not working out for him so far as the Huang rush is incoming. Hera manages to micro down that Mangonel though. And he is now only 25 villagers behind Huang, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Great, oh my god, great Mangonel shot from Hera, the hero Mangonel, getting something done, I suppose. 3 scorpions and a Mangonel from Huang going down. Now we have these chakra throwers coming out here, kind of countered a little bit by Arbalest though, as Hera says sorry, go again, and Hera's gonna delete, shoot the middle one and delete. Get a big shot. Oh my god, Hera, he's destroying him. Other than the fact that he's lost 26 villagers and Huang's only lost 3. He's absolutely crushing him with these Mangonels. Chakra throwers, though, in the castle. Hera is no TC gameplay at the moment. He's simply queuing these up, and now he's going to go forward and look for some damage. But Huang has a castle, and it's very much like Huang, with a new DLC and everything, to still play Celts. And he's also got 3 TCs on this slight eco lead for Huang here. Almost double the eco of Hera. And Hera is not climbing back into it because he only has 1 town center. No town centers. Frisbee golf. It's a very fun sport, by the way. And these chakra throwers agree. How do you say their name, by the way? Chakram thrower? Chakram. Hua! Hua! Dead. Let me guess. Okay, Hera gets that one. Let me guess right now. Hera is on stream complaining about how dog water of a unit these chakram throwers are. Someone help me. I bought the new DLC, but the campaigns won't download. If you go into properties on your game, you should be able to select what you want. The campaign should automatically be there. Now he's not. He's very calm. Thank you, Bullet. DLC is very out, guys. The DLC is very out. And Hera calls the GG. Even before the TC goes up again. Campaigns aren't out yet, but I think they come... Oh, the campaigns aren't out. Okay. The DLC is out, but the campaigns aren't? The pre-order bonus is playing the civs and multiplayer. Ah, I thought the campaign was... I thought the whole DLC was out. Okay. So right now it's only the pre-order people. I see. So we know what happened here. Hera went for he was trying out the new unit. He went for the YOLO Castle. He was up against Huang, and Huang is not playing any games. Okay. Try to click the timeline back to where Hera loses all his eco. Okay, let's try it. We've got... I think it's right here. Yeah, I would say it's right here. I would say it's right here. Let's go to that Mangonel shot actually. What's going on here? My mouse was frozen. There we go. Mangonel shot up here. That was a bigger. That was a big'em. Okay, so they micro around a little bit. He gets away with 3 HP. He repairs it. Huang could have shot there with the Scorpions. He tries to come in now with a Scorpion. And this is going to be a really good Mangonel shot eventually. Maybe. Oh, well. Okay, it was further down, apparently. It was the second Mangonel. Here we go. God damn it! You tried? Yeah. Oh, I thought that was slower speed. That was reverse. Fuck. We're taking all day. It's fine. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Here it is. Boom! That was sick, man. That was sick. Huang is asking for a second here. So we've got this matchup. We've got Hera back in AoE 2. And he's playing against Huang. And Hera is going to be playing as the Dravidians. And Huang is going to be playing as the Celts. Now, last game, Huang nuked Hera's eco and completely destroyed him as Hera tried to go for the Chakram throwers. And Hera was without a TC for a while. So we'll see if Hera gets some revenge here with the Dravidians. Now, the Dravidians, they get 200 wood upon reaching the next age. They get... the little whip dudes that have the charge attack and some splash damage, I believe, as their unique tech or unique unit. And I'm not 100% sure everything else they get on their tech tree, but they will get access to stuff like Elephant Archer and whatnot. Whipper slappers? Yeah, let's just call them whipper slappers. Here we go. You are a little whip dude. No, you're a little whip dude. Hera saying, you know there are new civs? Asking for a friend. I mean, fair enough. He's sassy. That's right. He's sassy. He's sassy. All right, so Hera trying the new civs and now asking Huang, have you tried new civ? And Huang just 11s him. Huang is like, I don't have. Okay, so he didn't have the content creator preview, or he didn't see the message or anything. I'm assuming that they are in contact with him. It's unfortunate that he doesn't have them, but he's decided to go for Celts. He would probably be playing Celts anyway, let's not lie. It is Huang here. Huang doesn't really create content, does he? Debated? Yeah. Huang creates great content, man. There's so much Huang content. He is the content, exactly. All right, so let's take a look at the maps. Lots of wood lines here for Huang. Golds are at the back, which is great for him. For Hera, we have a gold at the front, gold over here. So this is not what you want to see when you're up against Huang. Your berries being forward, your gold being forward, and both your stones. Well, this stone's pretty safe, but this stone is pretty far away as well. And your secondary golds are very far too. So it might be a little bit tough for Hera. He's going to have to figure out a way to counter the Celts with Huang with a new Civ. Poor Huang needs the support for real. Instead, he gets free hate. Who's hating on Huang? Are we going to ignore the fact that he played 5,000 games with Celts? Are we just not going to mention it? Are we just not going to mention it at all? He's the reason a lot of people stop queuing up on the rank ladder. Also plays Mongols and Spanish fairly often. Yeah, he played Huns all the time back in the day as well. A lot of elite players hate him. No one hates him. They just don't like playing against him. Doping positivo. I don't like the argument that everything is fine. You know, like, okay, if someone doesn't... Huang going for his strategy is fine. That's okay, whatever. But I don't like the argument that people aren't allowed to complain about it. If you match up and play against the same thing every single time, and it's the only person you match up against, I think it's natural to complain, and I think players should be allowed to complain. I don't think you should hate on them for them complaining about their gaming experience. I think they're allowed to do that the same way that Huang is allowed to do exactly the same thing every single game. Agree? Yeah. I don't think that's a hot take either. At the end of the day, players are just playing a game, right? And if the game's not enjoyable, the game's not enjoyable, and they should be allowed to say that. Help me out. What is DLC? Downloadable content, my friend. So we have a new expansion, and I guess we're watching the people who have pre-ordered the new civs play in multiplayer with them. The full DLC apparently will be out later. Is it later today or tomorrow? I don't know. But Hera is playing as the Dravidians, or the Dravidians as I like to call it. Dave, everyone in chat complain about Huang, but still chat only picks Mayans or Franks like a bunch of Stevens. I know. Bunch of keyboard Karens here. DLC is officially out now. It's 13 minutes ago. Okay. So DLC came out 13 minutes ago. So get on that, guys. Get on that. Dravidians, yep. All right, Feudal Age on the way for Hera. 19 pop up for him. And he's not yet on gold, so I think this is going to be a scout build for our boy Hera. What's the scout tech tree like for Dravidians? I'm going to... I can't click anything in the game room. I would go back into the game room, but I literally cannot click anything. Oh, God. And Hera is going out to gold, so he's going for men-at-arms. Okay, interesting. He's going for men-at-arms, and I think with Dravidians, I think one of their bonuses is that the barracks techs are 50% cheaper, correct? Mr. Triz, thank you for the 10 months.
Hoang is so funny. Thanks for casting.
Thank you for the 10 months, man. Appreciate it. Welcome back, brother. All right, Huang going for the MBL walls here. This is a very interesting solution to walling your base. This is something for sure. Like, why simply not wall to here and then go like that? I don't know, but I mean, he's done it. He's done the thing, chat. He knows it's there too. Very strange. Same amount of walls for less surface area covered. Interesting. And he's gonna finish it off full circular right here. Hera is going for the big walls, and Hera's coming forward now with his militia. He's going for an archer range behind. And remember, he gets that extra wood in Feudal Age, so he's going to be able to get an archer range blacksmith very, very quickly. Men-at-Arms upgrade is cheaper, so he can go around this way. He's trying for the scout battle against Huang. Huang is now in Feudal Age, so the scouts are even. And Hera's going to win that fight. Hera has the scout alive with 1 HP left. And he's going to start pressuring these houses over here. And he will have the archers very quickly with the Dravidians here. 19 pop, men-at-arms into archers. And you can go archery range, walls, archer production right away, and probably added blacksmith super quickly. It's a really tight build normally, but it's made easy with the Dravidians. Here's the tower for Huang in defense, and he's going to repair this. And because of how egg-shaped his base is, looks like my head, actually. Egg-like. That tower is actually going to defend a lot. And the archers are going to struggle to find areas to damage. They can sit back on this wood line, which is fine, but Huang is going for the market. And we've never seen this play ever before. Ever. Huang going straight FC. Straight FC. Goes to the tower in defense. Goes to that market. Has the archer range, and he's going to go up. He's actually getting loom. He didn't have loom? Bro. The super greed. The super greed from Huang. Didn't have loom. That's why he went for the egg. The Dave head-shaped walls. He's going to click up. He is going to click up. The problem for Huang is going to be getting those forward buildings down, right? Because Hera has army presence. Normally with Huang, he goes up to Castle Age, and he's got forward buildings, and you have to react to all this stuff. But Hera's going to be holding him in to his base right here. And Hera has to know that Huang is up, because he hasn't seen any military whatsoever. We look at his point of view. We saw the tower archer range, and that's it. He's now seeing some skirmishers, but they don't have any upgrades. Simply to counter some of these archers and push them away. Hera has gone for full walls, which will buy him a little bit of time, and he's gone for farms behind this. So he should be clicking up within like 3 or 4 minutes from now. It's just what position he's going to be in when he finally gets there. I like that CA now shows when buildings are unbuilt on the minimap. Yeah, that's super useful, especially for walls. Especially for walls. Hole in Hera's base. There's one hole at the back that he's plugging right now. It does look like it, though. On this Capture Age minimap, it does look like there's a hole right there. Okay, so Huang with the skirmishers. Still no fletching upgrade for him. Goes to the stable, so he wants knights right away. Because he has no fletching, it's taking a long time to clear this stuff up. Hera killing a villager making that stable, and Huang has actually snuck out here with 2 vills, but he's going to run into the archers from Hera. Hera is kind of denying everything Huang's trying to go into at the moment. Does he notice this? Does Hera notice this? Huang noticed it. Does Hera? Oh, Hera sees it. Hera sees it. Haha, my friend. I see your villagers. And I'm going to deny everything. And I now have a lot of farm eco. 14 farms. Sending this vill back. And Huang sending more villagers for all the weak vills, though. 3 weak villagers being sent forward. We got half HP on these vills. And now he's thinking differently and sending them back to his economy. Hera's army trying to get in. Huang going for knights right away. I mean, he has enough res to queue up 1 knight and a villager. Gonna need to use that market, which he can do. We know he can do. He's got 0 on food. Yeah, that's not too unusual for Huang. He's gonna put all these vills on gold, and he's gonna go forward here. But remember, no fletching, no armor. Hera can simply kill these skirms and then kill the villagers. Dude, Huang is so dead. Look, Hera's even in here. What is going on? He clicked through, maybe? Interesting strategy here, Hera. He's going to take a villager, maybe. Nope. Oh, he almost got it. He almost got it. But he did kill this stuff in the middle. Hera can, like, win this at this rate in the feudal ages. Huang now, he didn't have a blacksmith. That's why no fletching or no armor. I mean, he couldn't afford it anyway, but he didn't have a blacksmith to begin with. Knights coming out. No upgrades on these knights, though. Doesn't get access to bloodlines with the Celts. Doesn't have the armor. Doesn't have the attack. And therefore, he cannot fight this army because there's so many spearmen and archers mixed in there. He's going to go forward, but Hera is already on the way to Castle Age. Farms now being added from Huang. 25 villagers. And he's sending another vill forward. Surely the third time is the charm here. She's going to get attacked by that bear. There's no other bears, though. Or maybe not. Maybe the bear doesn't see her. Bear doesn't see her. But Hera sees her, which is a problem for Huang. Oh, another forward villager? Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Huang queues up more vills. I don't know why. He's not winning the eco battle here. That's for sure. It's going to try and get in, but Hera can simply wall behind this. Hera is 45 seconds away from Castle Age. Huang's down bad. Huang is not Huang for this world. And look at the archers. Knights with no armor, no bloodlines go down very quickly to even feudal age archers. Loses 2 knights. Has not yet killed a single vill. And he goes out. He goes out for the siege workshop, and he's in between the skirmishers. The skirm patrol here was waiting for more vills, but he didn't notice it, and Huang now calls the GG now that Hera is in Castle Age. Well played from Hera. Typical Huang game there. If he can't get that forward position, he dies. And Hera knows that. He's played up against him enough times, and he denied that. All right, here we go. Huang won the first one. Hera won the second one, and this is the comeback matchup. Hera and Huang on the ladder. Huang playing Celts all 3 games, and Hera was initially trying out the new civs and is now going for Chinese. And this looks like I know they changed the Arabia generations, but this looks like the older King of the Desert Arabia with lots of hills, but still 3 wood lines available for Hera. Berries at the back, gold a little bit forward, and stone very far forward in the open. For Huang, we have a gold forward under a hill. Berries are to the side on a hill, but he's got woodlines he can wall to, so things should be looking okay for him. Hera will be pretty used to the Chinese on Arabia, and nothing new with the new DLC here from these 2 players. We're just going to see a classic Arabia matchup. Hera's been gone from AoE2 for quite a long time. It's been on the ladder again today. We love to see it. Love to have him back. And of course, Huang is just Huang. Huang is just Huang. The rubber match. Yep, the rubber match. Hera comes back to AoE2 and immediately just keeps queuing up against Huang on the ladder. What an enjoyable experience. Over and over again. Huang, Huang, Huang. Nothing Huang with that. Get your predictions in, guys. Get your predictions in for this match. This is the impromptu best of 3. Also more cliffs on Arabia now than there were before. Because we have 2 random cliff generations. That was mentioned in the patch notes. Still better than playing League? I would agree. I think there's millions of people that would disagree with you, but... Alright. Hera, standard Chinese build. Huang, pushing in a zebra at the same time he's luring the elephant, not blocking his villager. Things are going well for him. And idle TC time, only 37 seconds for Hera with the Chinese, which means he's still going to be ahead by about a villager. Ahead by about 70% of a villager over Huang. Don't pretend League players are people. Hey, wait a second. Dude, I always want to call myself an RTS gamer, right? But then I realize the only RTS games I've ever really played, like Age of Empires 1, 2, 3, 4, and Age of Mythology and Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. Like, so I can't even do that. I can't even call myself an RTS gamer. Although I am on the early access. I signed up for it for the new Dune game. What about Empire Earth? No, I didn't really play that. No Halo Wars, Rise of Nations. No. Nope. Civilization, Civ 5. Man, I put over 100 hours into Civ 5 in the last like 3 weeks. Oh my god. Every time I get off stream, I'm just like, oh, just chill and play a bit of Civ 5. I can always save it and come back to it. No, something in my makeup, I always have to finish the game if I start it. It is so dangerous. It is so dangerous. I just have to finish it if I start it. The Dune RTS is already out. Yeah, I saw it came out a couple days ago, so I might actually try that on stream. Civ is turn-based. Yeah, it's not real time. I put a lot of faith in the new RTS called Frost Giant. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are putting faith into that. The thing I don't like about that is that I think it's mostly tailored to StarCraft audience. And StarCraft seemed fun to me when I tried it briefly. But it's not really the style that I enjoy too much in an RTS. I think having all the maps look exactly the same from like my initial look at it, it's not really... I like things to be a little bit more random, I think. But that, to be fair, I haven't put much time into StarCraft, so... Company of Heroes, Dawn of War? No, but I did play... Oh, what was it? Was it Commandos? Does anyone remember Commandos back in the day? Was it Commandos, I think? That game was sick, dude. That game was sick. Commandos and Commandos 2? That was an awesome game. Like, that was like... revolutionary back in the game. Hard game, yeah. Mediocre at bet. Okay. All right. Well, Huang is going to militia. He's going into men-at-arms. No surprise there. Hera knows exactly what's going on. He sees 3 on gold. He's got the scout over here, and he's letting Huang know. Look, he's attacking the house. He's like, I know what you're doing, and I'm going to get hit twice by the militia because of it. And I will be going for archers in defense here. As Hera is a little bit off with his barracks timing. He's going to get that up, though, and he's going to get the archer range up here pretty soon. Immediately goes for little walls around his gold to keep it safe. It is a forward gold. So it's going to be an issue. Celt militia and men-at-arms walk a little bit faster, so they're going to be out across the map pretty quickly, and Hera is going to be walled around that gold in time. We want Lego Racer. I told you the other day, man. Lego Racer... I haven't played that game since I got it in a cereal box when I was like 10 years old or 11 years old, but I still have the song stuck in my head. I still have it stuck in my head. I'm 32. Blacksmith here for Hera. I believe there might be a hole there. No, there's no hole there. Huang can't do any damage, and Hera's going to have the archery range. Lego Racer was sick, man. That game was revolutionary. You could build your own cars. Sim Ant. Yo, Sim Ant. Oh my god. The Ant game was amazing. I played that Sim Safari and Sim Ant. Do you guys remember that? Sim Safari was sick. I like that better than like Roller Coaster Tycoon. The Safari game was awesome. I love that game. All right, so Huang's militia not really doing any damage. Hera has to be careful, though. These things are speedy. Pull this archer away and continue firing with the other two. He's going to lose this archer at this rate. Oh, he's pulling it away, but they're so quick. Dead. I don't know why I zoomed in that quickly. Or that far. But Hera will manage to wipe these up, and Hera's going to start working on that skirmisher. fairly soon. And this guy is so fast. But that won't help him. That won't help him. Archer's going down here for Hera. He's adding in farms behind this. Adding in the walls too. Still ahead in eco. He's got the wood upgrade. Huang has no upgrades, and Huang is on the way to the Castle Age. Pure Huang gameplay here, folks. Didn't even want to make himself another lumber camp. Couldn't afford it. Needed to go for the market. Needed to get all those villagers on gold, and he's on the way to Castle. Hera is not even close to clicking up. Hera is going to be in trouble here. It's a classic Huang gameplay, and Hera's not even countering these skirmishers. They're still harassing the gold here. Huang is sending more skirms forward. He's got his scouts still alive. Man, this might be the game for Huang. This might be the game. Hera's actually adding in scouts to counter the skirmishers, and there's an opportunity maybe if Huang comes forward with siege, if Hera has enough scouts to kill the forward villagers and kill the siege coming out, but Huang is actually sending 4. He's not messing around, okay? He lost 4 forward villagers last game, and he's sending 4 now, and I don't think Hera spotted that with his archers, and he's not going to spot the stable with the scouts? Oh, no. Oh, okay, he sees it. He sees it. Opportunities here for Hera. He's got 2 scouts on the field now. Scouts will counter the skirmishers, and then they'll start working on the villagers, and Hera has 2 more scouts queued up. He knows exactly what's coming, and he's just trying to counter it with Feudal Age army because he knows he can't get up to Castle Age in time. This is great play from Hera. Couple knights will manage to counter these, but as long as he denies the Siege Workshop, I think he can deal with the knights. Siege Workshop is going down over here, though. That's why Huang sent forward 4 villagers. I think Hera knows, though. Hera's like, man, surely he's not just making this stable. There's going to be a siege somewhere. Where is it? Is it over here? I don't think it's over here. Maybe he'll see the zebra running away from that vill, potentially. Or maybe he thinks the Siege Workshop hasn't been built yet. He probably doesn't think it's been built yet because he's still tracking these vills. Huang is at 24 villagers, by the way. It's about to be at 22. And he's going to see the Siege Workshop. He sees the villager. He sees the siege. Hera with full feudal defense here is managing to defend against the Huang all in. The Scorpion will go down. The Knights can't do anything. Hera queuing into Huang over and over again. It worked the very first game. But full feudal defense here is completely denying everything. This is really good from Hera, and it's just lonely Scorpions. Very lonely Scorpions. Sag. No one to keep them company except a couple knights that are almost dead. Huang gets some really good shots off against the archers. But he's going to lose this Scorpion here, and he's going to lose this Knight here too. Huang is in the next stage. Huang's army should be stronger, but it's not. Hera has better production than him, and Huang is still sitting at 21 villagers. All 4 forward villagers going down, and Bloodlines is even in for Hera. He's adding in a ton more military. He's got the better economy behind it. And Huang can't afford mangonels. Mangonels would be a threat here, kind of. If he can keep them safe from the scouts, but he can't afford anything. He's got 21 vills. He cannot afford anything. And Hera has still not yet lost a villager. The rest is getting scrubbed away, my friends. Hera's playing excellent. Huang food eco? What food eco? There's nothing. And Hera's simply going to run in and snipe these Scorpions when he can. Huang's Knights will do work against Hera's army. So he's got to be careful. But second Scorpion goes down. Skirmishers go down. Knights need to run away from the Spearmen. Huang is still at 21 vills. 6 minutes of idle TC time now for Huang. And Hera hasn't even lost a vill. More Scorpions. Yeah, I don't think Scorpions are... They haven't worked yet. I don't think they're going to work now. Still no upgrades at all for these knights. Maybe a monastery now for Huang to heal up the damage? I don't know. How do you fight this? Hera playing perfectly. The perfect counter to this forward strategy. And he's going to be taking out the siege workshop with scouts, spearmen, archers. He's even coming forward with the archers. And that is, oh god, that's trouble. Huang sold his stone. He has nothing back here. He needs the knights forward to keep the siege workshop safe. And his gold is going to be completely destroyed by these archers here. Hera now going for wheelbarrow. Still queuing up more scouts. Huang on garrisons. Gets some initial good shots off with the Scorpions. And he might actually end up clearing this army at the end of the day. But... uh-oh. And he doesn't. He doesn't even end up clearing this. Hera sacrifices the scouts to take out the Scorpions. Final Scorpion goes down here for Huang, and Hera is just now sitting on the gold. Does Huang even have any other golds he can go to? He can go to the one at the back here. This is unfortunate. Huang calls the GG. Really well played from Hera. Players have tried to do this before. Players have tried to counter Huang's Castle Age all-in with full feudal. And most of the time, it doesn't work. It's not like this is revolutionary or anything. It was just great play from Hera. Good defense here, not losing any villagers early to this stuff. Taking down the militia and then distracting the skirmishers with his archers, pulling them all the way over here. Which means that he can get some spearmen in against the knights and get the scouts massed to try and take out this siege. Also, good job hunting down the villagers. Loom being the only upgrade in your entire 30-minute game is slightly questionable by Huang. Not gonna lie. True. The only upgrade he got, the only tech he got all game was Loom. True. All right, military count, better KD for Huang by 1, but the eco KD was in Hera's favor, and of course the economy looking much better for Hera. Never reaching Castle Age, doesn't matter. Feudal military spam is better than just a couple odd Scorpions who are there, and knights with no upgrades. He got Carto? Yeah, he got Carto.